How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Just North of Hell podcast.
Just north of it.
I'm your host, Mark Thomas. We're here with the
Jamie Winters. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Good. Yeah, we're
long time no see.
Just North of Hell is very. How far do you think we are right now?
About half a kilometer.
Half a kilometer. Before we really get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast, I want to. I think I need to mention a quick word. Thank you for all the new subscribers that came recently with episode 31 with me.
31 was a good episode.
Me, Jordan Laster, and Jay Guy.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's only about 6 or 7 of you guys.
That's awesome.
But pretty decent. We had a good amount of you, so thank you for coming.
I know you don't know me, but hey, guys.
This is James Winters.
I'm like the uncle they don't talk about, you know?
Yeah. Okay, it's the fridge. Heard some noise. I'm like, oh shit, that's a noise I haven't heard yet.
Man, getting spooked by his own.
But yeah, we did pretty good. So, and if anyone saw that episode, but now seeing this is kind of like the average podcast. But I'm open to do more virtual podcasts because they're actually pretty convenient and easy to do.
You see, I was telling you, virtual is the way.
I like it, but this. Eventually, though, I like it so we can do virtual from here.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
like
that we can have the camera up there. You just kind of feel a little more,
cohesive.
Just north there, yes.
Yeah.
We have an internet issue here.
Do we?
We'll get some Ethernet in this puppy.
I like puppies.
I don't know what we need to find a nice big long 400-foot Ethernet cable.
Just buy that on Amazon, bro.
Good. Probably look it up. I'm not gonna look up now.
No, you're retarded.
Anyways, we are about a kilometer from hell.
Half a kilometer.
Half a kilometer? Oh wow.
Yeah, we're close. We're close. You can smell the brimstone, you know?
Where do you want to start off? We got here. Let's look at the menu of tonight. We got Ukraine and Russia.
Oh, that's always a good one.
We have the trucker convoys popping up everywhere. Started in Ottawa, Canada.
They did good work.
They're still doing good work.
True.
We have I guess a case of Serb nationalism rising up in Bosnia.
I don't know anything about that, so you gotta explain that one to me.
I'll explain a little bit to you. Well,
okay.
Yeah, and crack pipes, but I don't know.
No. Specifically, government provided crack pipe essentials.
Provided crack pipe essentials.
Yeah, maybe not the crack pipes themselves, but the essentials for your crack pipe.
So
get it here first, you know.
Bottom line, from what I've watched, not a whole lot, but they're not actually providing crack pipes, but they're giving you stuff to make sure your crack pipe smoking experience is good and clean and cleanly. Giving you some, alcohol to wash it out, putting some little rubber filters on the front so, you're not, I don't know, you could change it out so you're not using the same one over and over again. Let's look up this crack pipe.
My thing is, why don't they just crush up their crack and snort it like Coke? It's less harmful for your body that way.
Yeah.
It's really harmful to smoke crack, you know.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh, fact checking? Oh, you got to fact check the claims of crack pipe in smoking kits? Look.
Let's go to.
Look, I love how Washington Post will defend this. This is retarded. Look. I'm one of the people. I'm one of the few people. I'm not a conservative. I'm one of the few people who believe if you want to go smoke crack, that is your decision to do. But I am not going to pay for you to have your extra essentials for smoking crack. The same way you're not going to pay for me for my tobacco.
We're going to take a quick
break
because BC's calling.
Oh, Brian.
All right, we're done.
Okay.
We're done with our little break.
Oh, excellent. Look. I read through this. I know you were going to read through it because you're that kind of guy. Go ahead.
All right. Was there a little bit before this that we have to read? Well, critics mock liberal fact-checking site for rating reporting on Biden crack pipe funding mostly false. Snopes, a liberal fact-checking site, was mocked by critics fans reporting Biden administration alleged funding crack pipe distribution to drug users as mostly false, while also admitted that safer smoking kits were required to be distributed as part of the Department of Health and Human Services grant. Tuesday's piece claiming news reports grossly misinterpreted details about the substance abuse harm reduction. Snopes stuck with its mostly false rating by arguing that it was inaccurate to say that the distribution of smoking kits was intended to advance racial equity, but admitted that pipes would be distributed with race as a secondary consideration.
Look, I got something to say about this. Look, helping, that's a pipe, A, but B, helping.
No, I don't want to.
Look, crack seems to be, it's a universal issue between, white, black, Hispanic, but it seems to be mostly focused in African community, the same way that like meth is more of a white person thing, right? But this isn't helping any racial community by giving them easier access to cleanly smoking crack. This is not good. This is bad. Look, I personally think that you should be allowed to smoke crack if you want to, which it's horrible for you. Don't do it. But if you want to, go ahead. But I don't think it should be provided. I don't think the extra stuff to do it should be provided by the government in any means whatsoever. Nonsense.
Will provide pipes for users to smoke crack, cocaine, crystal methamphetamine, and any illicit substance.
Wait. The kits will provide pipes. They're literally selling crack pipes. What? Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, even though it doesn't have it says right there. But this is Fox, so, they might be trying to make it look like, a fuck Biden. But so we have to look at that.
True.
I just clicked on Fox because at the big picture.
Speaking with the free beacon, the kits will provide pipes for users to smoke crack cocaine.
Is the free beacon supposed to be good?
I don't know what the free beacon is, to be honest with you. It could be trash.
Yeah, well, a lot of stuff's trash. Well, here's the thing. Even if it crack pipe or not, if it at least has the cleaning supplies, that's kind of, to me, almost like saying, oh, these people are like, oh, I can smoke crack, at least if I'm doing it in a clean and, manually fashion.
No.
It's kind of like almost encouraging it.
Yeah. Smoking crack, you'll lose all your teeth, you'll lose all your hair. It's terrible. Like, really.
You look like that damn cat that's, that kind of walks around the neighborhood from the garbage lot. You look like that cat.
Look, man, helping people do drugs in a cleaner way is not what we should be putting funds to. You should be putting funds to helping people who want to get off this stuff, get off of it.
Yeah.
Right? If you're going to put funds to anything, I personally think it's all up to the individual. But if you're going to be putting funds to something, this isn't it. WH slams Fox misinformation. The government is buying crack pipes for people. Wait, but isn't that kind of what we just heard? Or maybe Fox is wrong. Maybe Fox is a liar, a dirty fucking liar.
Could be.
Dude, it looks like Biden's been smoking some crack, honestly.
He's looking pretty rough.
Yeah.
Dude needs to retire. Just fucking hang out with your grandkids.
Fuck, man.
Condemned misinformation after Fox News guests and hosts accused the government for buying crack pipes for people with addictions. $30 million grant. Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity seized on the project once they claim in the government, blah, blah, blah.
Seized.
White House Press Secretary Raggedy Ann. You never heard that one?
That's fucked up.
Jen Psaki scrambled to clear the report. We're never part of the kit.
That's not true, though.
Here, wait. Will provide alcohol swabs, lip balm, other materials to promote hygiene and reduce transmission disease like HIV and hepatitis. You're still fucking allowing people to... It's like you're encouraging them to smoke crack, but if it's clean.
I think it'd be great if you want to offer, if you want to put together little kits for people who smoke crack and say, buy this, right? It could be a good way to build up money and give people an easy access to such a thing. But to have other people pay for other people's nonsense, retarded. Like
no fun. No federal funding will be used directly or through subsequent reimbursement of grantees to put pipes in safe smoking kits.
But when you wait.
Too bad the White House can't put something. What's in the safe smoking kit?
Because there is no what's in it. It's variable, right?
Yeah.
And my thing is, I really do believe there might be pipes in some of these safe smoking kits. Not use a vending machine for crack pipes.
Oh.
That is funny, though.
That's funny.
We have to show your vaccine passport to get your crack pipe.
Fucking Jim Jordan, baby.
Bro, I don't agree with all these Republican senators because
I know,
but man, they got some good digs. That's nice. I mean, vaccine passport. Have you heard of anything more? Orwellian, like goddamn. I mean, I have. Have you heard of what China's doing? But still.
Oh, see, I don't know enough about this, but I mean, if you're at least giving shit out, regardless, crack pipes or not, you're still giving shit out to clean the crack pipes. You're kind of encouraging it to do it in a clean way.
The racist crack pipe panic and the White House shameless capitulation. What the fuck?
Shameful
capitulation. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey man, I had a retard moment there. My apologies. I don't take us off
The
YouTube.
Philadelphia Inquirer. Okay, well, obviously this is I gotta look more into this story.
Either way, there are materials being provided for the maintenance of illicit. I honestly think we're wasting our time arresting people for smoking crack and smoking meth. I mean, like, let them destroy themselves if they really want to. I think there should be stuff in place maybe to help them, but other than that, like what are you doing wasting your time? These people want to do this. They're willingly choosing to do this. Like the same as smoking a cigarette. I mean, it's worse, but it's the same as smoking a cigarette at the end of the day.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah, that's that. I wonder if they have free crack smoking kits in Ukraine. I solve all the problems.
No, they gotta. they just do fucking. They do about like 12 packs per day. Yeah.
I mean, if I had Russia bearing down on me, I'd be smoking 12 packs a day too. Fuck, man.
Where do we start with talking about this?
What?
Where do we start with talking about this?
Start talking about what?
Russia and Ukraine.
Oh, I just brought it up.
No. Well, I'll say. I mean, if you want to, we could talk about the trucking situation.
Let's talk about Ottawa. Yeah.
Because let's go from smallest to medium to biggest.
Okay. I like this idea.
Because I don't want to leave the trucking thing out.
No, of course. I agree with you. I concur.
But I also don't want to shove it in at the end.
And then after the trucking thing, you can explain the Serbian uprising thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I watched one video, and that's actually pretty small, but it'll connect anyways. But yeah, Ottawa's a mess. Justin Trudeau is he's a pansy. He can't give an answer for shit.
Pussy boy.
So I watched a video of the Canadian Parliament. They had the Liberal side and the Conservative side. Trudeau's, they're speaking for the Liberal side.
Conservative.
I mean, for the Liberal side. The Conservative side, I mean, just all these people just basically saying, like, screw your mandates. Even 90% of the population is vaccinated, but you're still trying to keep these mandates and vaccine mandates
because the government wants more power, and Trudeau's part of that.
And they're like, "What are we going to wait till we get to 100% of the Canadian population
is damn right," is what the Liberals
vaccinated?
Said.
And Trudeau can't give a straight answer. He just says, "Well, we got to follow the science. We got to."
The science says once you get above 70 to 80%, and that's herd immunity. Mm-hmm. That's it. Now, I understand that with the vaccines we're using, it's slightly less effective than our normal vaccines. But that's not an excuse to keep pounding on people like this. Like, really, like, there comes a breaking point with what's worth it and not worth it. And I know some people would be like, well, that's saving lives. Look, man, these people that are in vulnerable situations, even once everybody's vaccinated, COVID will still be spread asymptomatically through the population, right? There will be no stopping it. These people that are vulnerable to it need to gear up properly, vaccinate themselves properly if their immune system allows for that, and deal with it that way, because there is nothing we can do, because it will still spread asymptomatically. There is no saving people in this situation other than giving people the correct information.
Look at this title.
And let them save themselves.
Ottawa Truckers Convoy galvanizes far right worldwide.
Oh my God. Dude, I hate Politico. I have used them before to, like, they are a great way to, like, show the worst of the others of a certain side of politics. It's very.
That was a dumb thing I'm typing, but I think we gotta understand what they're specifically protesting about. I know it's
It's that they can't do their jobs because of the mandates.
Is it because they can't cross the border?
Yeah, it's the border.
Back?
Yes.
Okay.
It's both. Well, actually, I think it was a problem both ways, but mostly come back.
Yeah, because you could leave pretty much fine,
Fine, yes.
but you can't come back's a pain in the ass, or I don't know if you can.
And it doesn't allow them to do their jobs like shipping stuff. So it's super important.
What to know about? Okay, here we go.
What?
What?
Oh man.
U.S. conservative figure. What?
I just think it's so metal that these truck drivers are just like, yeah, fuck you. You want to fuck us over? No more highways.
They've declared a state of emergency in Ottawa now.
For what reason?
Because the truckers are protesting. They're blocking
just give them what they want.
Ports, international highways running between here and Canada.
Yeah, maybe you should just let them do what the fuck they want because what they're doing is reasonable. It's very reasonable.
Why? Okay, here we go. Small fringe protesters as a small fringe minority.
Small fringe, yes, of course.
In Ottawa, the protesters are hunkering down.
Have an outsized impact for their small numbers. It's because they deliver your shit.
Yeah, there's a. Okay. So it's literally there's a vaccine mandate for truckers entering the country from America. So you have to. Okay, yep, that's right there. Truckers entering the country from America.
So you can leave. You can't come back.
Leave, but it's a pain in the ass, or you can't come back. Yeah, because they probably want you to get tested and shit when you come back, and you know.
No. It's not even. I don't even think it's that. I think you have to go through like a longer process.
Yeah, well, they probably want to get
like a quarantine type process.
Probably like that, regardless. And
man,
truckers later staged similar protests in other cities in Toronto, Quebec City, and Calgary, as well as Ambassador Bridge to Detroit, a vital link for the automobile industry. Yeah, I mean, it's not good.
This is bound to happen when you have a certain demographic of people who do all the dirty work, right? Do all the shit work, right? Like delivering shit, cutting down shit, building shit, and you ignore that demographic entirely. What's gonna happen to your country is they're gonna stop doing the dirty work, and when that happens, your country shuts the fuck down, right? Look, there's a reason why America, in its constitution, and you know it's definitely not perfect. Let's be clear, but because some people play it like it's the best shit ever. It might be up there, but the minority, taking care of the minority is important because even though you want to listen to the minority, they still have a very important role to play. So you can't stomp on them, right? And that's what's going on here. This minority of truckers are being stomped on. They can't do their jobs. They can't make their livelihood, right? So what other choice do they have but to throw a fit? Because they have nothing. They have no power. They have to do this, right? It's that simple. That's what has to be done.
Yeah, and the thing is, they literally are just going to America. They have to drop their trailer off. They pick up another trailer. That's it. They don't have to get out of the truck. Maybe for a second they have to.
They have to probably check and get up,
check some shit,
check everything.
They really have to put a mask on.
I mean, goddamn.
But you're going to be outside probably while you do the checks, or like they hand you a clipboard, up to the truck window. That's it.
Man, bring a bottle of Purell, you'll be fine.
Yeah. So, and here we go. Brian Brass, a trucker, said he was organizing a similar effort in the United States. They're going to start in Sacramento to DC.
That's some big coverage right there from Sacramento to DC, huh?
Yeah, but you know how many truckers are going to be in that? That's going to make the Ottawa truckers look like nothing.
Yeah, because Americans always have to take shit up a notch.
We have
we have droves because our population's higher.
We have like triple their truckers.
Not even close to triple. Like it's more than that.
Oh yeah, I mean it's ridiculous, but yeah, it'll be huge.
Dude, have you ever been to have you ever made the trip down to Texas by car?
No, I haven't.
Dude, if you go to Texarkana, which is right outside of Texas, it's like a mixture of Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana.
Texarkana. Okay.
Right? Highways there, bro. You will see hundreds, if not thousands, of semi trucks. And they're all going like 90 miles an hour, but that's besides the point. Like, and you just get to see this giant system of how things. Because one of the main ports are in Texas, in Galveston. I think that's correct. Yeah, it's the second largest port, right? I think it's our largest trade port, though. Don't fact check me on that. Who's ever there, but the
I spell Galveston. Gal or Gav?
Galveston. Galveston. Yes.
I was typing that. It'll fix itself.
Yeah.
Galveston.
See, Bay Area. But basically, like, it's great to see that system go on. It makes you really appreciate what truckers have to do and how the system really works, right?
Well, this will tell you a lot right here.
Right.
Look at that annual cargo tonnage.
Yeah.
4,104,867.
It's way bigger than that now.
That's a lot of fucking cargo.
It's way bigger than Wikipedia says now because they've had the biggest year of all time this year. Now, apparently, according to one of my sources that lives in words are hard, man. Lives in this port city, has told me that there are actually sometimes people prohibiting certain cargo being unloaded to induce shortages up north. Now that's all conspiracy, but this guy works around this area. He sees this area. He talks to people who actually work in the port business, and that's what he hears.
2013 figures,
right?
A lot has changed since then, but still, you're kind of seeing Texas as the trend. Top 5 ports in the U.S.
But yeah, it's one of the biggest ports I've heard. That's what I've heard. I could be. Hey, if I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. I love being proved wrong. I love being told wrong because then I can have an opportunity to be right. So anything I say that's bullshit, you just fucking correct me one way or another, even if it's rude.
Seattle, Tacoma, Virginia, Houston. I wonder if it's around Houston. It's kind of like Galveston's like a small town. It's considered the Houston port.
That's probably what it is.
Possibly.
That'd be my guess. Yes.
I bet that's probably the case. Gulf Coast, largest port in Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
Still. I've heard stuff about Galveston, though.
Okay. But yeah. It really makes you appreciate truckers and the system and how it works. It's very fascinating. If we get a chance to make that drive, honestly, probably don't, because you're going to have truckers pushing you around unless you're going 200 miles an hour like some people have a bad habit of.
Yep.
So, yeah. But I do recommend, if you are going to drive down there, try to pay attention to the truckers you see. Try to, take it all in. It's a good drive.
What type of trucks do you see mostly they're using? All types of trucks?
All types, man. And they're coming from all over. Like, we saw ones from Maine. We saw ones from Cali. Ones from Ohio. You know what's weird? The ones from Ohio, most courteous ones. Everyone else will run you off the road. Trucks from Ohio, way more courteous. You wouldn't expect it because everyone says Ohio is the most annoying drivers. But every other type of trucker is trying to run you the fuck off the road.
Well, I mean, North Canton, Belden Village area, that's a clusterfuck.
You know what? Actually, go down to Dallas. Drive in Dallas one time, and you'll be saying Ohio drivers are geniuses. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Geniuses.
But around here, this area, no, that's the most annoying, probably in Stark County, I bet.
I bet, yeah. I agree with that.
What was I going to say? You heard the news about Ohio?
Which one?
In Licking County, we're getting a huge Intel plant to make Intel CPUs.
Oh, really?
Chips. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And it's cool. I think it's going to employ like 3,000.
What kind of chips are they manufacturing?
Intel plant.
Are they going to do their high scale, like their high density transistors, or their high density chips?
It's a pretty big deal. This is a big ass plant. That's all I know about that. 20 billion investment, 20,000 jobs. Sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
30,000. I saw.
Just a semiconductor plant. So my thing is, are they building the semiconductors that they then use to? So like basically, you have to make the silicon and then you dope it, and then you have to go take a laser and cut the transistors into it. Are they making the wafers, or are they doing the whole process in here? Or are they? Yeah.
I don't think they're making the wafers, but I think they're doing it to like.
They're making the semiconductors itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then somewhere else will process that into the wafers, which will then process that into chips. Nice. Very nice.
I hear it's going to need a shit ton of water, though. I mean, luckily Ohio, I hear
we're very wet. We're very moist here.
Well, I guess the Ohio water table is also pretty big.
Honestly, you could argue the water table might be too large because it causes some structural problems.
Well, I guess Ohio, like Lake Erie and like Ohio, I guess we have like 20% of the world's fresh water.
We do. Hey,
Ohio's OP.
Ohio is OP. Look. For anyone who's not from Ohio, which I doubt. You know what? I don't doubt anything anymore. The world's a big place.
What do you say? Do you say anyone live in Ohio?
I doubt that
majority of people.
I was gonna say the majority of them are from Ohio, right?
Majority. Well, here's the thing. After episode 31, we've expanded to a lot of states. We're now like in Missouri, Minnesota.
Hey, Missouri's a cool place.
A lot of states we've opened up to. Now I don't know how many people watching, but whatever.
But the essentially.
Okay, there's the 3,000.
Ohio has great
3,000 people directly. There we go.
Okay.
7,000 construction jobs.
So that doesn't really count. That's only temporary.
Still, fucking work. Can't complain. Dang. Just here in Ohio.
I wonder if they'll be selling like if they'll just be a plant for making semiconductors to provide for their own chips, or they'd be selling semiconductors in the form of like MOSFET transistors and stuff like that. So you could, because there's a lot of board manufacturing companies in Ohio, especially around this area. So they could make some very good partnerships here in selling small semiconductor chips. Maybe even replace Texas Instruments because they could save money on the transportation.
Maybe.
I doubt it though. That probably wouldn't be the way they do it.
Yeah, Ohio's nuts. I mean, I don't know. Ohio might be on the rise again.
Dude, Ohio's always on that verge of being on the rise. And you know what keeps Ohio down?
I don't know.
Let me be honest with you. It's the people.
we
a lot of it, we're very tough, very ingenuitive. But you know what our problem is? Very often we get down. Like we're down on ourselves. We're down on each other. Honestly, like we're very negative people.
I think we need people who know what's up and know how to lead it.
What do you mean knows what's up?
I don't know.
I don't know anything. You know anything, Mark?
A little more than the average bear.
I mean,
maybe.
I know more than the average bear, I hope. No more than the average college student. But probably a bear knows more than them, to be fair. Be fair to the bears. But yeah. That's very cool.
That was awesome news.
Yeah. Well, we already have very heavy engineering stuff going on here, right? We have forever.
10,000, not 10,000, jeez. 10,000 local long-term jobs. That's good.
Very nice.
Damn, that'd be dope. I hear that area though. I mean, they're getting like Google and Facebook are putting up big ass plants for like servers and stuff down in that area.
Do you know why it's useful to have servers there?
It's in the middle of the state.
It's middle of nowhere, and this is very important. The electricity bill's very cheap.
I don't know much about Licking
That's
County.
super duper important. And another thing is they might be switching over to a water cooling type system, right? Which I doubt. They'll probably stick to air cooling, but if they are, water's very accessible here, right? Yeah.
That's what I would do. Central portion of the state of Ohio. Population 178,000. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's
Hey, I know that. I've been there before.
Newark, Ohio.
I've been to Newark. I can't say words, guys. Not today. It's been a long fucking week.
Yeah. That's cool.
That is cool as fuck. We'll have to go check it out.
That'd be something to see.
I love seeing semiconductor plants.
I mean, it's just probably a nice looking building. We're getting a big Amazon plant.
As an electrical engineering student, I could probably go and check it out. Like they'll show me around.
Should get an internship there.
And maybe, yeah, they'll show me around.
Move. Yeah. Exciting times in Ohio, especially if you're a Bengals fan.
Oh yeah. You know who do you think Bengals gonna win it?
I don't know. I got some conspiracies.
You think the Bengals gonna beat the Rams, or the Rams can kick their ass?
Well, see, I've been watching some videos lately about the NFL being fixed, maybe.
Oh yeah, it's been that way for a while though.
So, but here's the thing.
The refs are dirty, bro.
Tampa Bay won their home stadium last year in the Super Bowl.
Of course.
Conveniently, once again, we have a Super Bowl team hosting their own Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
If the Rams win, in my opinion, that just shows that the NFL is definitely fixed. At their own stadium, that just shows it's fixed, in my opinion. I mean, it's a very good team. Matthew Stafford's a fantastic quarterback.
If you knew that, so these things are scheduled way in advance, right?
But if
what stadiums are going to use.
But if they want to show that's not fixed, you have.
But yeah, of course. But if you knew that your team was going to have the stadium in 2021 or 2022, sorry, if you knew it was going to have it in 2022, wouldn't you plan your team development so you'd have the strongest team possible for 2022?
Like, what do you mean?
As a team manager, to increase profit for your team, wouldn't you plan your team development so that in 2022 you had the largest chance possible of getting into the Super Bowl?
I mean, they had a pretty big chance, I think.
But think about it. Like, wouldn't you organize your team so that by 2022 you were ready to go?
2022 season or the 2022 Super Bowl?
It's for the 2020 Super Bowl, because you know that you're going to have the Super Bowl this year at your home stadium. So wouldn't you organize your team to be ready for that so you could maximize profits?
Maybe.
That's the way I would do it.
I would.
Because you know it so far ahead of time.
But they might have already.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really known much about the whole... Well, actually, I think this is the first year... No. Was it last... No, this is the first year that the Las Vegas Raiders actually allowed the public to come to their new stadium.
Yeah.
But I think the Rams... They actually allowed people. I think that stadium was built a little sooner. I think it was complete in 19.
I have a feeling the Raiders will do very well. Will do very well every year, but they'll never win a Super Bowl. That's my guess. The Raiders, yeah. You want to know why?
Well, Derek Carr's gonna be. I don't know if you know him.
I don't.
He's our quarterback. And
okay.
You know John Gruden though, right?
Yes, I've heard of him.
He's gone.
Oh,
he got fired.
Of course.
Because he called some guy the Michelin Man, some black guy the Michelin Man. I don't even know. Like, that doesn't really make sense.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Like, I'm just like, what?
Hey, just calling him fat.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why people. I don't know what in the eyes of John Gruden when he said this. I mean, this is is one of those cases that happened years ago. I don't know, like,
he called a black man the Michelin Man.
The Michelin Tire Man.
The Michelin Tire Man's white.
This big bubbly white Michelin.
Hey, that should show that he does not see color. He doesn't see color at all.
I don't know why he would call him that though. It doesn't.
He was a fat dude.
I'm not really seeing why.
Oh my god! Actually, he looks like a lot of linemen, doesn't he? Right there, like right there. Not like the. Hey, turn your fucking ringer off, huh?
That's not the ringer. Just...
Oh. Who's that? BC?
No.
Okay.
Cousin.
Oh, I was hoping you got a girlfriend.
No.
Hey, man, he been looking thick as fuck. What's wrong with Michelin Man?
Yeah. I don't know.
He looks like a fucking marshmallow over there, though.
That?
Yeah.
Well, that's the guy from Ghostbusters. Well, maybe he wasn't Ghostbusters. I don't know. This guy was in Ghostbusters, but...
Yeah.
But maybe that's a different rendition of him. Regardless, I don't know why John Gruden called him that. I don't know.
Look at that guy to wear that suit all day. That poor motherfucker.
Holy shit.
That shit looks like some Fallout shit, doesn't it? That shit looks like it's not real. Click on. Open up that fucking note.
It's taking us to Reddit. Hold on.
Of course it's taking us to Reddit. That's the front page of the internet.
Oh God! God bless us. If that's the case?
That's their slogan, I believe.
We're the front page of the internet.
Yeah, Reddit, the front page of the internet.
Then who's the
back page?
Who's the back page? The Babylon Bee. Who's the big back page ad?
That'd just be all the Tor network, which is getting slowly. Oh yeah, for all you Tor people, which if you're into crypto, you might be into Tor. It's a shame. It's Tor is slowly getting eroded away by more servers being controlled by governments. So They can pretty much track stuff through Tor now too. It's
oh shit! What the hell, man?
yeah.
Oh well, fucking just went to this guy. Oh, because I opened this guy up first. Oh jeez, the original. God dang, that's freaking horrifying. But yeah, I mean, regardless though, I mean, I want the Bengals to win. And yeah, Joe Burrow, he's an Ohio boy. Joe Burrow, baby.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's rigged or not.
Well, I mean, people say, you know, it's probably just as maybe a little less rigged as the WWE. I mean, it's scripted. it might be, but it's still fun to watch. But you know, it just kind of sucks to think though. If the case is if it's rigged and scripted, then you know it for sure. Every year it's scripted to make the Browns just be a disappointment, or like they give us that hope, but then they just take it away.
To be honest with you, it's for entertainment, man. It's a big entertainment company.
Well, of course, money. Why not?
It's all about the money, man.
Well, I realize this. A lot of the playoff games this year, it was coming down to like final field goal kicks or going to tied games. I mean, all these games were going these like ties or like down to the field goal. I'm just like,
That's a bit more extravagant than most years.
yeah, you usually have a game that like, you know,
You have a couple games that like stomp.
just people, you know, the team wins by 2 touchdowns or a touchdown and a field goal. No, like a lot of them were like down to like
They might be, but teams might be taking the strategy of playing more conservative now, so they can save money on their players.
that. But I don't know. Maybe.
My thing is, if I was a major NFL team, right? I would get players who would play their ass off, but I'd just get a deeper roster, right? I wouldn't go for the superstars. I'd go for the almost superstars.
Oh, so
right?
you have numbers.
So they play their ass off for a quarter, and then I pull them out so they don't get injured, and I play the next guy in ass off for a quarter, right?
Good.
I don't know. Maybe that's a bad strategy, though.
Yeah. I know there's a thing going around right now that some people are like, some hardcore Browns fans are like saying, how are you a Browns fan? You're supporting the Bengals. I'm like, because they're from Ohio. I have to support. And Joe Burrow's from Ohio.
Bro. If you're one of those people who are from Ohio and you're like, yeah, I only root for the Browns. Are the Browns Super Bowl this year? If it was Browns versus Bengals, I get it. You're a Browns fan. But the Browns, I mean, they didn't make it. They got squashed, right?
Got squashed. Baker Mayfield's injured.
Yup, they got literally squashed. So you got one team to root for versus another team from St. fucking Louis, which is in
St. Louis. It's LA Rams now, winners.
Really?
How far have you been out of the fixture?
Bro, I literally live under a rock. I literally live under a rock. Like, it's literal.
Oh God.
A rock with internet, I mind you, but I live under a rock. So I'm sorry. How long has that been?
Couple years.
Damn,
Yeah,
I'm behind.
They moved to L.A., Oakland Raiders, now the Las Vegas Raiders. But I feel like you knew that though.
I knew Las Vegas Raiders, yeah. I didn't know about the Rams.
BC and his dad made a big deal about that though, because they love Vegas.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's their favorite place.
of course. But yeah,
Fuck man.
and now the Redskins went from being the Redskins to the Washington football team, and now just recently they're now called the Washington Commanders.
I don't see the problem with Redskins.
You just opened a can of worms, winners. They're gonna come after you.
Hey, come after me. Prove how it's wrong. Like I understand, but who gives a shit? Like, if there was a team called the Whiteskins, would I really give a shit? No. Now you could argue like, oh, that's because you don't have a history of oppression, bitch. There have been history of oppression in every culture, right? Look at the fucking Irish, some of the most oppressed people in the world, the Scottish, right? But no one talks about it. They were fucked over for over 1,000 years, right? So I don't know.
Wasn't that white on white though?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not saying it was anything on anything. What about the people? What about the people of Egypt taking white people as pets?
Oh, I never heard of that.
Oh yeah, of course. We were cute little dogs, you know. Look, everybody has been fucking over on everybody since the beginning of humans.
Mm-hmm.
We are evil, disgusting creatures. We get joy out of other people's suffering, some of us. It's just going to happen. Look, I think we should fix the problem, But to fixate on it so hard that you're gonna change the name of the Redskins, I think that's. I mean, you can change the name if you really want, and it's okay.
Well, I'd say the Redskins is worse than the Cleveland Indians if you want to like get technical.
If you want to get technical, yeah. If you want to get technical, right? But I don't think it matters. I really don't. I think at the end of the day, they're all just relics from the past, right? Some stuff we can look back and be like, yeah, shit was bad back then, huh? I mean, there's shit nowadays when we look at shit is not great now, but
I saw something
not like
Google,
that.
like Google has like the little area you can click right here. It has like something different like almost every day.
Yep.
It was this it showed this black woman, something about like this back when they had the Negro League baseball teams. It was called the Indianapolis Clowns.
Ooh.
I'm like, holy shit, that's horrible.
That's rough.
I mean,
like because they were associated with their people would associate really over exaggerated features with African Americans.
Yeah, I was looking at like they
that's
had like
rough.
these like they would make an event out of it. It was really horrible because of what they did. They had these posters of, like shit, like it's like almost a circus. They had like these horrible over characterized like black cartoon pictures of these baseball players like doing all these tricks. I'm just like, holy shit. Shit was backwards back then.
Fuck. That
Some of those teams actually had some cool names. I think one was like some like really cool like Wolf or like Timberwolf team.
The Timberwolves sound cool. Yeah. I like that.
One of them called the Grays. I don't know. I just like the name the Grays.
I like that too. That might have some racist shit, but I think that's cool.
Sometimes cool names.
Yeah.
And the cool logos. I mean,
the clowns were not cool.
Separate the whole racism aspect from it. I mean, they had some cool teams. Yeah, to see the clowns. That's fucked up. Cleveland Buckeyes.
Hey, that's cool.
Interesting colors.
The Crawfords.
I don't
know what those are.
The Monarchs for the Kansas City.
Ooh, that's fire.
The Boston Elite Giants.
Okay.
The New York Cubans.
Okay.
Detroit Stars. That just kind of sucks. Philadelphia Stars. Oh, where's the team I thought was
the New York Black Yankees sound kind of cool.
The Jacksonville Red Caps. It looks like the Kool-Aid Man.
I guess it's just saying they're Yankees and they're black, but it sounds cool to someone who's not from that era.
I mean, low key, just the name itself just sounds cool, but we know what that means.
Yeah,
we know what that means.
I know what it means too, but it sounds cool.
Yeah,
but knowing what it means kind of ruins it.
There's a picture of all the teams, like it shows all their logos and stuff. There's the Grays.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Why were they called that? I bet that was some racist name too. Honestly, the Grays.
I don't know. I don't even see how that could be. It's just literally Grays.
I'm trying to figure out how it could be, but I can't.
Atlanta Black Crackers. Holy shit.
The Black Crackers?
Damn. Okay. Here's
wait. I thought crackers were white people.
Well, that's what I don't get. I'm like, how's that? You're putting like one. That makes no sense.
I thought crackers were white people.
Yeah.
Hey, crackers is an offensive term. We shouldn't be using it, I guess. But black crackers. Were they like black white people or white black people? I don't understand.
It's who's the one like Virginia governor who did blackface? Ralph Northam. It's just Ralph Northam and a bunch of him. That's what they are.
Hey, wasn't he the guy who was friends with Biden or some shit, huh?
I don't know. Yeah, this is the team I thought was kind of cool. Their logo, the Detroit, whatever it was.
Oh, that's cool as fuck. I mean, some of these names are horrible, but some of them are cool as fuck.
The Washington Black Senators.
The
Holy
Jacks
shit.
Red Caps. That's kind of cool.
I mean, the thing is, like, Indy Clowns, see that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Baltimore Black Sox. Atlanta Black, yeah. The Barons. That's kind of a cool name.
Yeah, that is cool.
The thing is, like, it was actually, like, really big, though, this league. Like, it's like the amount of teams is stuff. It's kind of like, just like, damn.
Yeah, fucking they're having a good time.
Yeah. Different time. Let's not go back.
Let's not go back. I would like to bring some of these teams back, though. This has got some cool fucking names.
I mean, yeah, we could have. There's a lot of teams. I mean, even though some of the names wouldn't be associated with Cleveland, but you could pick a lot of these teams that better instead of the Cleveland Guardians.
Terrible.
That's a horrible name. I think some wise asses just saw the Ians at the end of Guardians. Oh, it's similar to Indians.
Terrible.
Now, some people say because they have these. Have you seen the big Guardians statues in Cleveland?
Yeah, they're cool.
I think they kind of want to associate with that. But nobody outside of like Northeast Ohio or Ohio knows what those are.
Statues are really cool, though.
They're cool, but nobody knows.
When were those built?
Oh, I think early days of Cleveland. Like,
really?
Yeah, like in early 1900s, late 1800s.
Very cool.
They're cool statues, but like they don't. I don't feel like they embody Cleveland enough.
Who knows, man? How do we even get on this topic?
We're talking about Ohio. Talking about good things happening in Ohio, and I said we're talking about the
clowns.
We're talking about the Bengals.
Yeah.
And then we kind of talked about football teams. Yeah, these are the Guardian statues right here. If anyone who's watching wants to see what these.
They're cool as fuck. Yeah, I've seen them before.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think we could have had a better name though for the team. The logo isn't that bad. It's not my favorite. Some people made some cool concepts. It's more like a side view of one of these guys like heads, and like kind of like looks really cool. Really cool logo.
Instead they use a baseball.
It's kind of more like this. Yeah, someone like said like, oh, let's just use this for like a. I mean, imagine the same colors of this one on the left, but it was that look.
Yeah, maybe even tilted a little bit, not fully profiled.
Yeah.
That would be very cool. Very, very cool. Why'd they go with a baseball with 2 G's on it? That's
I don't know. I hope they update the logo and maybe just change it to that, but probably not.
Hey, bro, who cares?
I mean, a lot of these big.
Look, I know they're just doing it for pandering, which is kind of dumb, but like, whatever. If they want to change the name, they want to change the name. It's all about profits at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. I won't lie. At the end of the day, even like I know they're doing it for like in their eyes, a good cause. I understand the other side, but like, you can at least just like get a little more creative. I mean,
I would like something better than Guardians.
I think some of these big time executives, they really have no creative. They're just trying to like, oh, let's just move on to the next thing and bada boom, bada bang, we get to.
To be fair, the Cleveland Guardians sounds kind of cool though.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not the worst name, but definitely not the best choice. I don't know. I'm supporting the players. It's Cleveland. But nothing will beat Wahoo, though.
The Wahoo is much cooler looking. They need something to match that, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Just different times. We're in some strange times.
Whatever, man. That's life.
So, yeah. Go Bengals.
Go Bengals, yeah. I hope you all beat the...
Rams. LA Rams.
LA Rams, yeah. Sorry, I thought you guys were still from St. Louis.
Well, I think also
I must have St. Louis in mind. I
think the Bengals is a team I think most America is gonna root for. To be honest, I don't know why, because we haven't seen the Bengals at a Super Bowl for a long time.
Also, no one likes LA.
The Cincinnati's a normal people's team.
Yeah, fucking what?
It's just
LA is a piece of shit.
Not saying there's not normal people out in LA.
No, I'm telling. If you live in LA, you either got stuck there, because I mean. Dude, prices are high. You get fucked everywhere you look. Place is not a nice place to live. Look, if you're in LA, I'm sorry. And if I'm wrong, if you got a nice spot up in LA, tell me about it. Tell me all about it. I haven't been to LA personally. But from what I see from here, when I see from afar, it is not the best place to be.
I like to visit California at least. Like Lake Tahoe area.
Yeah, Lake Tahoe would be nice, yeah.
San Diego. But I hear San Diego's a little more chill. Kind of because it has some militaristic stuff behind it, kind of like the military's there. They got a big port, kind of helps straighten it out. It's like surfer play. It's like surfer town.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's kind of chill, not the crazy hustle and bustle, but yeah.
Fuck, man.
So okay, I guess onto the other topic.
Let's talk about Serbian people rising up.
So in Bosnia, there's a split between people who like to I was watching just a video on BBC, because I got all these BBC videos, my YouTube recommendations, because I've been watching a lot of Russia-Ukraine stuff.
Of course.
In Bosnia, the way it's kind of split up, there's an area, there's a lot of these like people ethnically like identify as Serbian, these pro-national Serbians.
Of course.
And there's then the Bosnian people.
Yes.
And bottom line, I guess the guy who is kind of in control of this Serbian like ethnic group over there, just this big pro-Serbia area, he's been building up a lot of like, he's been kind of militarizing the police and making it bigger. It's kind of just saying, oh, we don't need police, let's just militarize the police. To an extent, like he's having parades and they're literally out there in the streets, like just saying these like Serbian chants, like nationalistic chants. The mayor or whatever this guy is, the leader of this area, he's out there waving around. Just like, oh shit, some shit might explode in this area of Bosnia.
But that sounds like Hitler.
I don't know. Well, he's not gonna have enough power to do anything, but just like,
I don't know, man. Hey, dangerous things start small.
Look at World War One. The Archduke.
Look, yeah, the powder keg, yeah.
Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated in Serbia, I'm pretty sure.
That Balkan powder keg,
As an American, but with Serbian lineage, I advise, please don't fuck with us, Serbia. Please don't fuck with the world.
I mean,
don't start World War One again, but in
a little bit of poking may never hurt nobody. I'm kidding, obviously.
But we're going to be talking about the Balkans.
The Balkans.
The Balkans. Ex-Soviet satellite states.
Oh, you mean to be Soviet again? Satellite states.
Southeastern Europe, just a broken area in the world. One of the many broken areas.
Very cool stuff there, though. Like some very cool architecture.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a very rich area and culture.
Yeah,
I feel bad for these people, legitimately.
I mean, feel bad is a bit of a stretch.
For the average Joes and Janes, or I don't know, like
most people are doing okay. Most people are doing okay. Like in Romania, most people are doing okay, right?
They're part of the EU now.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Romania is. They've been part of the EU. Romania, I think.
Bulgaria. I thought
Bulgaria?
I knew that. Is Bulgaria part of the EU?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought they were a guest state.
No, Bulgaria.
2007, man. I really do live under a rock, guys. I apologize.
I'm literally learning about this stuff right now. Yeah, these are all your countries. Yep, Romania and Slovakia joined at the same time.
Okay. Slovenia.
Yep, Slovenia, Croatia, Bulgaria. I know some guy from Kent State Ski Club from Bulgaria.
Oh,
cool as fuck. Cool dude.
I don't know much about Bulgaria, to be honest. I know about their history. I don't know anything about their food.
I don't think it's that bad of a country. I don't know. I really don't know much about it.
I don't feel like I know a country till I know their food. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird thing to say, but I really think that's true.
Food is an art form.
It really represents the people. You know what I mean? Like the Swedes. You can tell the Swedes by the Swedes because they got the fish and the meatballs.
Swedish meatballs with the sweet jelly.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't want to go from food.
Sorry, I got distracted.
But yeah, if we're talking about Southeastern Europe, we know the elephant in the room.
Hey, man.
The meat and potatoes of this podcast. Ukraine and Russia.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't talked to you about this for a little while, Winners.
I mean, it's
the last time we really talked about this, like big time, was actually back in the summer.
Yeah,
there's some shit going on in the summer. I can't remember exactly what. I think it was another troop build up, but it wasn't as big. I think it was like 30,000, 50,000 troops.
Yeah, and basically there was a vote again in the summer. I think, if I remember correctly, I could be misremembering.
Yes, there were Russian warships in the Black Sea.
Yup.
We had a Coast Guard ship out there.
Yup.
I think the Turkish military was kind of like had one of their ships out there.
Because you have to show some force, otherwise they'll just come over to you too.
Because I'm pretty sure Turkey, Ukraine, and Russia, they all kind of share the Black Sea.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Russia ain't sharing with nobody here pretty soon.
No, they don't want to.
And to be fair, Ukraine actually blocked Russia out of most of it. You know that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Ukraine blocked most of it out, so they took over that
some other countries.
That little point right there. What's it called? Oh, fuck. I'm so bad at names.
Oh, Crimea. The Crimea.
Thank you, Crimea. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They took over that little area right there, so they could control.
Yeah, I mean, so you can see Bulgaria, Romania,
a
couple of these other. Turkey. This is the little area of Turkey that people kind of like.
Bulgaria's got some. Romania's got some.
Yeah, but look at the big players. Ukraine, Russia, Georgia has some territory, and Turkey has a huge portion.
Dude, Georgia's gonna get squashed the moment Russia wants it squashed.
No, Georgia's already been invaded by Russia. That was back in No, they got invaded 2008.
Yeah, but they're still technically their own. They're still technically their own state.
They are, but you know.
But the moment they don't want that anymore, Russia can change it.
Putin.
That's what I mean.
So the thing with Ukraine, Putin thinks. You know what? I'm gonna pull the map of Ukraine, Russia, just so we have just to set the mood. Conflict map. There we go. This might show the Russian forces bordering. How we're looking at the picture.
Oh yeah, I've seen this before.
There we go.
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
That seems about right.
This is a pretty. All right. So, with the situation in Ukraine, from what I was watching a video, Ukraine is, I could be wrong. I mean, this is a video, but I mean, it was a very well put together video.
The source?
It was some pretty. It was a YouTube channel with like 2 million subscribers.
Jake Tran?
What?
Was it Jake Tran?
Jake Tran. He does a lot of videos, but like just different stuff. But it was a really good video about like Putin's like side of this thing. So Ukraine, from what was explained in the video, I could be wrong, but I don't think this would be wrong. Ukraine is kind of like where originally the Russian culture kind of stemmed from.
Of course, yeah. The Russian homeland.
And a lot of, you know, I don't know a lot, but Putin in particular kind of like looks at this like, you know, like this is where shit started. So
it's ours.
And it's ours, and you know, it's part of the Soviet Union and shit like that. Oh boy, this might take a second to look for. It was actually a really good video.
If you guys weren't dicks, you wouldn't have lost it.
Yeah.
But you guys were dicks. Don't be a dick. And isn't it that simple though? Don't be a dick. But you're exposing yourself. Bro, I don't want to go through my YouTube history, to be honest with you.
Break a view. All right, Kosovo. See, I've been watching a lot of this stuff. Some of it's for school, though. But it's kind of convenient.
Dude, I love no one's talking about the stuff going on between China and the U.S. right now.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
It's so bad.
It's bad. The Olympics is a shit show. Johnny Harris. Is that guy you're talking about?
I have watched some of his stuff.
Johnny Harris. This is a good video. The real reason Putin is preparing for war in Ukraine by Johnny Harris. Good video.
Okay. I'll watch it.
Well put together.
Oh, you guys should watch it too. It would be like a video watching club.
Yeah.
Like a book club, but for people who don't like to read.
I don't like this map, really.
My thing is, look, the people of Ukraine don't want it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. The people of Ukraine don't want you moving in. That's all that matters.
Well, here's the situation. I don't know if this is really. So, I can make explains from a very nutshell. Okay, well, here we go. This whole side of the Ukraine here, obviously, this is the more pro-West side. They want into the EU. They want in NATO. They want to be part of it. Now, obviously, Russia's more scared that Ukraine's will be part of NATO because it's a military alliance that threatens, you know, Putin, the Russian security.
Yeah,
which is understandable.
Not really.
But we're not going to do shit. We want to do shit to them.
It's like us being afraid of Mexico joining the fucking EU. We're joining fucking NATO. Like, who gives a fuck?
Oh yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, like,
just make nice with them and you won't have any problems.
Well, yeah, yeah. If Russia plays fine, Russia
doesn't give a fuck. Look. If this half of Ukraine, if let's say 55-60% of this half of Ukraine is like, I want to be part of Russia. Okay, then let them vote on it, right? And don't control it like you did last time in fucking Crimea.
Putin wants the whole damn thing. If he gets a little piece, like Crimea, he got a piece, but he freaking just marched in there. If there's some little,
they'll march all the way to Kiev.
And
all the way to the side.
Well, you know, Crimea, because some little green men just showed up. You know, it just became part of Russia one day, I guess. So, yeah. So you know, you got more side. This is the Donbass.
I mean, what the fuck are you supposed to do from Crimea's perspective?
Donetsk territory. Yeah, that's, you know, separatist controlled. Obviously, the more you get over here, the more pro-Russia. Yeah.
Then let that be part of Russia. and let the rest of the area remain Ukraine.
I don't think Putin. No, it's all or nothing. I think for Putin.
Well, Putin, look, I respect the man. He is a very, as far as humans goes, he's an outstanding specimen, right? But I think his policies and his point of view and philosophy are fucked.
Yes, they're very fucked and skewed. Whatever, they're not right.
Yeah, but as far as a specimen of human being, you won't find a better
He's motivated. He has a vision.
You won't find a more impressive human than Putin. Really, I hate to say that because he's a son of a bitch, right? But he really is impressive. His IQ is immense. He can speak so many fucking languages. He knows so many types of martial arts.
Black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Fucking sambo.
A former KBG officer.
Yeah, and he was not just a former, but he was the best ever, right?
I don't know about that, but
dude, he was breaking athletic records before he was out of 8th grade, right? He's insane, hacking into fucking computers. The guy is fucking insane, right? Yeah. He's next level, right? Give him that, but he's an asshole, right?
Yeah, so see, Johnny Harris put some pretty. So basically, he also talks about this big paper Putin put out around 2012 or early 2000s, maybe around the invasion of Georgia.
Yeah. On
Putin's view on Ukraine and shit, and part of it is going back to that's where the Russian heritage started. And he gave a really good analogy on something. I can't remember what the analogy was. Something about related to the U.S. or something like that.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. It's a when you put the Putin's view in perspective at the base, it's oh, I understand that.
But your actions don't make sense.
They could be handled differently.
Of course. You could offer Ukraine some benefits for joining up with you.
Yeah.
Right? You could make some arrangements. You want access to the Black Sea? You want access to these major ports? You got Crimea already. Aren't you happy? Right? You've cut Ukraine off. Aren't you happy? Right? You've won.
Yeah.
What else do you need?
I'm looking at something real quick because this is a term I saw that kind of harmonize. So what basically they could use a harmonization network. Is where nations work together socially, economically, culturally. That's what I think Putin should do.
Yes.
If he wants to have Ukraine under Russian influence, you don't take over it. Just play kind with them.
Play kind with them. And look, you already got a separatist controlled area. What's going to happen is you play nice enough with Ukraine, the whole place will want to be with you.
Yeah, or literally offer money if you really want to at the end of the day.
Yeah, give him some fucking cash.
But
here's the thing, it's probably cheaper just to roll in.
Of course it is cheaper. But what's the cost though? The cost
there is no cost because who's going to fuck with Russia right now when you got China as an adversary?
NATO.
You got all these problems, right? NATO's not going to fuck with them. I guarantee NATO, look, for all you NATO lovers, I'm sorry, they're spineless fucks, right? Most time NATO's spineless.
Well, I know Boris Johnson, he's pretty he's kind of not. I don't think Boris Johnson is really having it. Germany's being pansies.
Yeah, they have to be though. Because the moment they show strength, everyone fucking.
Because they have those big gas pipelines from Russia. There's
If they don't do it, they run out of gas.
There's the main one that. There's the big one that's talking. I can't remember what it's called. Runs under the ocean. The new one's constructed that goes into northern Germany.
I know what you're talking about.
Which Trump said, is a just horrible mistake. I mean, he told Angela Merkel.
Bad idea.
They're just you're literally going to become Russia's bitch.
Yeah. And she's I don't care.
And, yeah. And now Biden's saying basically if Putin attacks, we're going to force Germany to shut that pipeline down.
Yeah.
And then we're going to supply them a bunch of oil and shit and resources of our own.
That makes sense.
Makes sense, but
that's going to be a big strain.
That's the first, but we wouldn't have this problem if Germany wasn't so self-reliant on Russia.
Yeah.
It makes sense because Russia has all the resources and materials they need. But
in an ideal world where you can just have economic freedom, right? No one's trying to strong arm someone else through violence. Hey, that'd be the most economically sound decision is to make a deal with the nearest person, right?
Yeah.
But it don't work like that. They're the big bad wolf. You know what I mean? And there's other oil deposits in that area. I think Estonia has some good oil deposits.
Northern Scandinavia.
Scandinavia has good oil deposits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you working with them, right?
I think Turkey has some good oil deposits.
They do, yeah. Turkey definitely does, right? I remember.
In Turkey, you know, their leader, what's his name? Erdogan, Turkish leader, Turkish president, Erdogan, or I don't know how to say his name. He's Erdogan.
Erdogan.
He's actually, I mean, he's kind of a nutcase. Let's be real. But he's been trying to basically tell Russia to, you know, just calm it down. He's been like offering like, hey, let's do some peace talk. I think he's actually been I think he invited President Zelensky of Ukraine and Putin to have a peace conference in Turkey.
Which makes sense.
Which, I mean, yeah, which good for him. French President Emmanuel Macron, he met with Putin. And I guess Putin was actually kind of happy that he met him for the fact because Putin feels like a lot of other people are just like voting. I mean, Putin. Like
I'll go. I mean, if I was a leader, I'd go talk to him.
I would talk to him. If right now.
Now let me be clear. I would not talk to him in Russia. I would not go to Russia to talk to him. Why?
Oh,
because I'm going to get offed, right? If I say something bad or if they're going to threaten me. You can come to my country. I'll talk to you, right? I know you're big and bad, and you probably could still strong arm me from France.
Or we go to a neutral place like Geneva, Switzerland.
That sounds good to me too. But I just don't want to be in Russia talking to you because you're too strong. You're too strong.
I don't think he's a. I don't think he's a. You know, he could have killed President Macron.
Bro, he's from the KGB. He used to specialize in disappearing people. You think he gives a fuck?
Yeah, but if you were if you were, let's say you were in like, you know, an ambassador, let's say you're I think.
Catch that man on the wrong day. Catch that man on the wrong day where he's feeling big and bad.
Imagine if we had like a U.S. ambassador or someone talking to Putin, and they disappeared. Oh no, that's not just go under the desk and whatever.
With Biden at the helm, he might forget about it. Hey, all you Biden fans, I don't know where you are, but if you're watching this, honestly, give me your arguments in the comments or wherever else you want to leave them, because I want to understand.
I don't like Biden's having a lot of fans recently.
Hey, he doesn't deserve any fans ever.
I'll be back. I'm gonna pee. I also want to recollect my thoughts because I feel like I'm kind of a mess right now with this topic.
Hey, me too.
All right.
I'm making it worse.
I want to come talk about this strong. I just kind of feel like, I don't know, I need to talk about this good because I've been studying this thing. So we'll be back. All right, we're back.
Oh, we're back again.
We're back. So, yeah. Just on the topic of Ukraine and stuff, I know we're a little messy about this.
Yeah, we've been thinking too much about it.
So, I guess I saw recent news reports that they think the invasion could be coming this week. I don't know. I mean, we thought that it may come last week. Diplomacy right now is being used. I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
I know the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and Britain's Foreign Minister, they met up, they talked. The Russian Foreign Minister, Mr. Lavrov, said that basically the talks were basically. He said that when he was talking to the British Foreign Minister, he said it was like the mute were trying to speak to the deaf, and the deaf were trying to speak to the mute.
That's terrible.
I mean, I think he said like we're still on the same page. We want to talk, but talks ain't going nowhere.
Of course.
I don't think talks are going to go anywhere either myself.
No way. That's why I laughed when I heard the word diplomacy, because that's not happening. This man.
The problem is
he's too.
I think we have to understand. Putin has a vision, and I don't think he's going to back down until that. Oh, this is actually really good. Oh yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Because we got the areas here.
Oh, that's excellent.
The separatist controlled areas.
That's excellent.
Okay.
Can we get a zoom in on that? Hey, left click it. Left click. Open.
Image new tab.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then zoom in.
With
You ain't got a touch screen. You ain't bougie.
And it might be rendering.
It's still rendering, yeah, because it's 1700 by something picture. It should be way better than that.
Yeah. I think Putin has a vision. I don't think diplomacy is going to be a thing. Right now, he's painting the picture that that we are the aggressors, the U.S. and NATO's the West. But because we're also having a troop buildup. But I wonder why.
Dude, you've been aggressing since 2012.
Fucking
earlier than that. And you're like, oh, we're the aggressors. Look, I know you gotta save your optics, but that's bullshit, and you fucking know it.
Yeah, and
America's too much of a pussy to be an aggressor right now.
I think what Putin is going to ultimately what will happen, either one of two things. They'll just invade, which is probably the most likely, is a likely option. Or B, they'll do something that makes it look like a Western-based attack.
Yeah, and then they'll take over from that. Yeah.
Like, oh, the West attack, so we're going to attack.
And now it's all ours.
Mm-hmm. And I know we got some troops stationed in Poland right now, some in Bulgaria. This puppy's not rendering.
Why is it not rendering? Why does the internet suck in this place?
I don't know.
Oh, it looks so nice here. Go back. Go back and just zoom in. It didn't.
Can I zoom? Oh, there we go. Wait, oh, shit.
It didn't actually make the picture any bigger. I fucking hate the internet sometimes, but you guys can see pretty clearly what's going on there.
So we got Donbass territory here, and I don't know what this one is. And Crimea.
Terrible. Scuffed as fuck, but it's okay.
Eastern Europe corn to Russia. Oh, okay. But yeah, I think he's going to ultimately just invade, and I think it's very likely probably that he'll use some sort of ploy, just like like a fake assumption that we attacked them, and he'll roll the tanks in. It's wintertime over there. It's prime time for them to do it.
It's easy as fuck, yeah. Dead of winter, they're prepared.
When have the Russians ever had a tough time in the winter?
Never.
Napoleon.
I mean, the winters themselves are tough for the Russians.
Oh yeah.
Because the winters are tough for everybody, but when it comes to war in the winter, they just win.
Yeah. They got more ships in the Black Sea.
Yeah, they control that place by air,
and
land, and sea.
Right now, the situation of Ukraine, we have Russian and Belarus troops pretty much bordering all the southern border of Belarus, all around Ukraine, northeast border, all around this area, the separatist controlled area.
I mean, Belarus is basically Russia. Yeah,
pretty much. They're leaders, tight with Putin.
Not as tight, like suck his dick, like we were saying earlier.
Yeah. And they got ships in the Black Sea. So, it's strange. Germany's new chancellor, he's just not doing anything. I think the most he sent in aid to Ukraine is some helmets. Helmets.
That's a joke. That's funny.
Poland, France, UK, us, the US. We're sending small arms and planes and shit, supplies, armor, and just stuff like that. Nothing crazy.
Honestly, we should be ready to go.
We should. I don't know why. Well, it just seems like Joe Biden doesn't say anything about this.
Because Joe Biden is a little stupid bitch.
He's incoherent. I don't think. I think I wouldn't want him to meet with Putin because I'm afraid of what he say.
Waste of fucking time because he's talking to fucking someone senile. Putin will make fun of us.
But respectful. But I think just. If all the other leaders do it, sure, let's just see Joe Biden have a crack at it. I don't think he'll make anything better.
No, he'll make it worse. Not let him have a crack at it. He's an idiot.
Putin he's an idiot. Yeah, this is the powder keg of Europe we're looking at right now. How long has this been dragging on? This real ramp up. It started in December, but it was kind of just it's kind of just the build up. But I think we clocked out about 3 weeks ago. I think we hit the 100,000 troop mark.
Yeah,
and it's just building up since.
Yeah. I thought you were asking how long has this conflict been going. I'm like fucking 2014 at the fucking latest.
Yeah, there's 14,000 Ukrainians dead.
More than that.
I'm just gonna see if I'm
way more than that. Are we just talking about in this time, or are we talking about over this conflict span?
Over the span, 14,000 since 14.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was higher than that.
That's pretty high, to be
I thought it
honest.
was more.
For a little proxy war, conflict, whatever the technical term for the two. I mean, they're just at war, I assume.
It's one country that's bigger than the other coming in and just saying this is ours.
Yeah. And bottom line, I mean, it's going to affect the global markets drastically. I mean, I don't know. See, the thing is, if a conflict does emerge, I don't know what the outcome is.
What do you mean what the outcome is?
Russia is going to put up a fight.
Russia will take over at least 70 to 80% of Ukraine, and that'll be the end of it. Mm-hmm. If not 100%.
I think Kiev will... Where's Kiev?
Kiev's right there.
Right here on this river?
Yeah.
There's Kiev.
Kiev will get its shit kicked in. It's going to go way further. It's going to go past Kiev.
I think we'll probably be kind of... I think if they take over, I think, we'll probably have a little...
That's what I was thinking.
This little area of Ukraine, which is still a decent size.
Oh, yeah. Decent size, yeah.
But look at Ukraine. Ukraine's a big ass country. That's a large country.
They've already taken over a considerable amount of Ukraine. Look, taking over a large percentage of that country already.
Yeah, I mean Crimea is a good portion.
Well, I'm talking about the separatist controlled places that are basically run by Russia.
Yeah, pro-Russian. I mean, yeah. So like the yellow is truly Ukraine's borders. Yeah, I don't know where China's going to play in this. I don't see China getting too involved if this conflict breaks out.
They might use it as a smokescreen.
It'll be a smokescreen for Taiwan. And recent news, Putin was the guest of honor at the Beijing Olympics opening ceremony.
I didn't mean to growl. I almost growled there.
Oh, it's okay. You can.
I mean, look, if you guys don't know anything about Taiwan, Taiwan is a beautiful, wonderful country, okay? Please, if one thing you can take out, look into the culture and the government and the people of Taiwan, okay? Because they're about to get ran over. They're about to get fucking steamrolled. And
Russia said that they would support China in a.
Of course.
Now I don't know what support means, but
it means they would fucking send them supplies. Diplomacy would be on their side. Yeah.
Support. They're probably like, oh, we believe that the Chinese are acting in their best interest and blah blah blah. Shit like that.
Bro, we gotta just set up a missile base right on the fucking side of Taiwan.
Oh yeah, create the Taiwanese missile crisis for China.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
It's do or die, motherfuckers. It's time to go. You know what's funny about Taiwan? Those people are fucking rock solid hard over there. They're ready to go right now.
Tough. They're ready.
They're ready. I mean, they're ready to get killed, but they're ready.
They won't stand a chance, respectfully. But
they'll make a lot of noise going down, though.
They'll fight till the last drop of blood.
Oh yeah, because Taiwan is hardcore as fuck.
And China ain't gonna nuke them or anything because China wants that land. They want that.
I mean, push comes to shove. I mean,
yeah, but they won't.
Hey, they have shown they do not give a fuck about launching such things.
No, they don't.
Like, hey, we'll wait 50 years. That's fine by us.
Yeah. Oh, what was I talking about? I was talking to one of my professors, and he's saying something about like seeing a new pack essentially form of that. I think regarding this Taiwan, I think there might be something. He thinks there might be a form of something. Russia, China, North Korea.
Yeah, of
Cuba.
Course.
I think.
I don't know about Cuba actually. Cuba. People within Cuba have been throwing a fit recently.
Oh, I know, but but still commie. Venezuela.
Yeah, but the people themselves are starting to lose it.
Yeah, well, I wonder why.
Just saying.
Communism bad.
I say.
Capitalism.
Look,
not perfect, but good.
Look, I don't know what to do because I don't want to be going in and telling other people how they should live their fucking lives, right? But when I see a country people oppressing their citizens so heavily, it makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. I want to go break them down. Let the people make what they want to make. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So what do you think this all boils down to, winners? What do you think happens?
What do I think happens? I think Russia ends up absorbing Ukraine, and in the process ends up annexing most of Belarus. And that's going to happen, by the way. Maybe
Putin wants to go back to a former Soviet Union empire.
They're gonna put lots of pressure on Lithuania, Latvia. Those guys really hate Russia though, so we'll see how that goes.
They're more Scandinavian in culture.
Yeah, and basically, this whole area right here is all gonna be green, all gonna be Russian. Now, it's gonna be Russian. That pipeline is gonna make sure Germany doesn't interfere. The pipeline to China is going to make sure Russia doesn't interfere with China's plans for Taiwan.
I understand. I think there's a pipeline going like right through the middle, one around here in this. I can't remember this.
There's another pipeline going right across Mongolia if you go a little bit to the right, which you can't on this map.
There's one that runs through Ukraine and goes, I think, north.
Yeah, you see where the S is? You see the S in Russia is in the map to a little bit to the left of your cursor? To the map to the left?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see the S's? Right there through Mongolia into China.
Yeah, probably.
It's a little bit south of that where it starts, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't know what NATO involvement will be. I mean, Joe Biden said himself that, which, here's the thing. So he said, he says that he doesn't intend to see U.S. troops fighting Russian troops. That's not going to happen.
No, because if it comes to that, things have gotten way out of hand.
Let me tell you why. I believe at the very beginning, if a conflict breaks out, that would be true. But inevitably, like the past world wars, we'll get dragged in. We're going to get dragged in. That's what we said in World War II. Boom.
Yeah, of course.
Lusitania happens.
Oof.
Boom. We came in World War I.
Oof.
So we'll get dragged in eventually. I
don't want to be fighting a two-front war. And we got to protect our allies in Taiwan. We have to.
Yeah.
Those poor people. We should be already protecting Hong Kong. Those poor people. China broke their treaty.
They're screwed. In my opinion, Hong Kong's screwed. I feel horrible. It's a beautiful city. Beautiful island. Beautiful
culture. They're literally a culture of freedom. They've been pirates for thousands of years. Right? There used to be an island for pirates.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like basically authoritarianism is taking over the world, guys. Like, I mean, look at America.
There's a decline in democracy right now.
Not just a decline in democracy. It's a decline in human freedom.
Yeah.
Human rights.
Australia, look at Canada.
Disgusting what the Australia's been doing.
Sad.
I don't know what to say about it. I don't got the solutions. I mean, I got ideas that I think might work, but who are we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who am I?
I think, I don't know if there's be like a true winner at the end of the day if war breaks out. It would definitely be a World War III.
Russia will be the winner. What do you mean? They'll get everything they want.
They'll get what they want, I think.
And they won't lose anything they want either.
I think a lot of the NATO countries, but I mean, I think the true heavy hitters in NATO, UK, France, us. That's it.
That's all, yeah, of course.
Germany, well, Germany's being spineless, I think. I mean, they're not.
I want to see what happens to Estonia.
Estonia,
yeah.
Far up north.
Yeah. Because I don't know about them, because they're.
Honestly, Putin doesn't seem to show a lot of interest in that.
He's interested in all the ex-Soviet countries.
No, he wants to be all the way back over here, fucking, here in Slovakia.
Yeah, but he'll take Estonia too. He'll grab it if he has a chance. But their forest warfare may not make it worth it financially, because they're so good in the woods. That kind of rhymes.
I mean, Finland's considering to join NATO.
Fuck, I would.
Sweden, they're having troop mobilization for like the first time in years.
Not to mention, fucking Sweden's having some other issues right now too.
What's that?
With their so basically, Sweden has a very very uniform culture, but since there's been an influx of immigrants, which isn't a bad thing necessarily, they've been struggling to get their cultures to sync up between them, right?
Like to just like have them like live.
Because a lot of the immigrants have been Muslim in nature, and a lot of things that Muslims believe are very antithetical to what the Swedes believe.
Very Western ideology.
Like the Swedes are very like pro-sex, very open, very, you know what I mean? Like, privacy is a human right.
Mm-hmm. Well,
while
Islam people are very community driven.
yes,
Old school, which
yes,
there's some value to that.
There
Obviously.
is value to it, but I don't think there is a value to Sweden for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think multicultural societies are good. I just think that multicultural societies need time to develop. Like the U.S. could be a great multicultural society, right? Make us stronger, make us better, right?
Well, we're the best one, I think, in existence as of now.
Yeah,
I would say. But I'm
it's been
saying
rough.
I'm not saying we don't have our fair issues or problems, though.
But yeah, but I do see Sweden having some issues with that.
I'd say actually someone who does pretty well, the UK.
Yeah, UK. Well,
For the most part.
have you been seeing how basically there's just like
For the most part.
there's just parts of London that are just like 100% Sharia law, pretty much.
See,
Yeah, like isn't that crazy? No London Jacks can be found. Not a single London Jack to be found in those areas. Look, I understand people want to express themselves.
The Scots and Irish are cool now. The Scots and English are cool now. The Welsh
Are they? Are they? The English still prohibit a lot of stuff for the Scots.
I don't know.
They still prohibit a lot of stuff for the Irish, right? They're still controlling their speech over there. It's still very tense, honestly. Shit never got really fixed because everyone just forgot about it, right?
I don't know. People don't talk about it enough.
I mean,
But
who's going to talk about it?
Is it worth talking about?
It is. It's pretty bad. But
But
we got more
compared to
pressing
this-
issues. We get more pressing
Yeah,
issues.
this, Taiwan, China, Canadian truckers.
I would say it's about as pressing as what's going on in Canada.
I don't know. That might be more impactful to the world economy.
More impactful to the world
especially
economy.
the U.S.
You're
gets
correct.
involved.
You're correct. You're correct about that.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about human rights in general, though. You know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're seeing human rights violations left and right over here. I mean, poor Romania is going to get a lot of pressure here pretty soon.
I think we're looking at the.
They're just getting on their feet too.
You know me, I'm an optimist, but I'm
not.
I'm honestly like this shit. I'm more a realist here. I just don't see the way out without conflict. I don't want conflict. I don't think conflict's the answer, but
Blood for the blood. No, I'm kidding.
But I don't think Putin sees things one way, and it's his way or the highway. So I think we're going to be in a conflict. I don't know how bad.
Bad.
Will shit go nuclear? I don't know.
No, shit won't go nuclear yet.
I think Putin's smart enough, but I think if he really see, I don't know. He's smart.
Putin's really smart.
I think they'll just. I mean, compared to all these other countries, yeah, they beat them out technologically. I think.
Yeah,
I
without a
mean,
doubt. What do you mean?
The U.S. is going to have to help NATO. They can't. We can't just kind of just send them fucking money. Sanctions aren't going to do shit to Putin. I know the Biden administration said, "Oh, we're going to put individual sanctions on Putin." And
Yeah, you saw what that did for Hong Kong.
We did that back in 2014. The Obama administration did that, and yeah, they worked somewhat. But look,
No, it worked.
He's
You're
back.
funny.
He's backed. They worked somewhat maybe in the moment, but they're back.
It didn't work at all in the moment. What do you mean? They just pulled back to play nice so we lift them.
Yeah, but then it didn't blow up to me as big as it could have been.
It wouldn't have gotten much bigger.
But I don't think sanctions are going to do anything. I don't think Putin cares about he's got so much money in the bank.
Yeah.
He's got everything. He's living in the country of money. All the oil, the natural resources.
Yeah, true. I mean, oil is going to slowly become less and less of a natural resource. That's also a big reason why they're taking over the ports, right? Because oil is slowly going to become a bit more devalued. A bit more. It's never going to be completely devalued because plastics, but it's going to be devalued over time. As we switch more to electric-based vehicles, I believe, because they're just optimal. I'm not even talking about I think it's stupid to have laws to do it because people are going to switch over to electric. It's just inevitable in my opinion.
Yeah, I think conflict's inevitable. At this point, I would hope something diplomatically could work, but I don't think it's going to work. Yeah,
look, we're gonna see a much smaller Ukraine.
Just get it over with. I mean, Ukraine's not part of NATO nor the EU, so it's like, is it truly our responsibility to defend them? No, but morally, I think yes. The people of Western Ukraine and I think President Zelensky are really trying to make an effort.
I think anywhere where people are being forcibly taking over is bullshit.
No, it goes against Westphalia and the idea of national sovereignty.
Yeah, of course.
Putin has to get out of his. We're still in the we're still in the Soviet Union era, and
I mean, he doesn't give a shit what era it is. He thinks there is what it is.
I think Putin, if he really wanted to, he could have. Of course, he could have avoided conflict, but I think what he could do, maybe, is to try and have some sort of like talks to Ukraine to say, listen, let's just let Russia and be involved with Ukraine. Let us like culturally be involved. Let us like become tight.
They don't give a fuck about that. They just want to win right now. It's about right now. They want to win right now.
They want to win right now. But the thing is, they don't like Western thinking. The West is kind of evil in the eyes of Putin, I think, or doesn't have value. Soft, yes.
Soft, and ultimately because they're soft.
But they're not. But Russia's not full Eastern either.
No,
Russia is
Russia.
It's truly its own culture.
Of course.
And I was thinking today, I would love to see one day a Russia that is truly a great place to live, that has both the blend of all types of thinking. It's just Russia.
Because Russia deserves that. They'll never get it. Why? Because they were behind back in the day, right? They were behind because they stayed in the fucking feudal era too long. Mm-hmm. That led to them getting to authoritarian regimes right after that. I mean, not that feudal isn't authoritarian, but you know what I mean. They ended up going into communism because they were unstable, and that sort of authoritarian ideology is what brought them to the forefront of countries today, right? So when you look at it that way, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a very likely idea that they ever leave that authoritarian thinking behind.
No, and I feel bad for the people, because I know obviously it's like this strange mesh. We like some things Western, but there's something about us that we don't want to accept it fully. Yeah, but I think that's just
Russia's their own thing.
Now,
when I look at Russia, when I look at the Russian people, right, I see people who are. Those are some free-spirited people over there. They do whatever the fuck they want, right?
In the most strangest way, the people of Russia, maybe culturally, on a totally different spectrum, remind me of people of America.
Yeah.
Obviously in a different way of looking at things.
I agree with you entirely.
But I think we kind of in some way, we kind of we are our own thing. Yeah. We aren't. Yeah, America, we're not some offshoot of Europe.
No, it's not anymore.
We are a true own culture. In Russia, they're more European than Asian, but
they're Russian.
They're Russian. That's all I can say. They're Russian.
And I think it's unfortunate that such a rich culture has been damaged,
been tainted by authoritarianism, war, and they're not doing anything right now to help. Putin's not doing anything right now to enrich Russian culture without causing more destruction.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
If we lose Taiwan, and if we lose all of Ukraine, the world's going to be a very much worse place, in my opinion. I think we lose more than half of Ukraine, which I think will happen. The world's going to be very bad off. I think if we lose Taiwan, Japan's going to be next.
If we lose half of Ukraine, I think inevitably the rest of Ukraine will get eaten up in time.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then, Belarus probably just join money.
What do you mean? Belarus is already part of it.
Pretty much. Romania.
Georgia down there, they don't really have a choice. They'll start taking over half of fucking Turkey because they control the Black Sea, right? I could totally see a Russia that extends down the entire western coast of
the Serb nationalists might erupt into some conflict in Bosnia, and
I don't know what a good answer is because we can't stop them. How are we gonna stop them? You tell me how we gonna stop them. How we stop that guy?
How do we stop Putin?
You tell me.
I will say this, but this is not what my answer to this question is. I truly think if Donald Trump was still president, I think this situation would be a little bit better. A little bit.
I agree. Now, I think Donald Trump was the precious, beautiful God King some people think he is?
The fuck no.
Hell the fuck no.
No.
Was he an asshole? Hell the fuck yes.
Yes, he is.
Right?
He is one of the assholes of assholes. Let's be real.
He's the asshole of assholes. Now, was he better than a senile old fuck who doesn't give a fuck about the country?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, Biden can come talk to me himself, but I don't think he could get out a couple sentences against me. You know what I mean? Not that I can either, but
I don't know what the answer is. I don't want war. I don't think war is never the answer. But sometimes it's what people
just draw a nuclear radiation line straight down Ukraine.
But I think at the end of the day, the reason I'm saying this, because in my one class, my one professor who is respectfully a hippie, but there's
nothing wrong with hippies.
No, there's nothing wrong. He's a person who's very nonviolent and just you fight, you fight against the system of war with peaceful methods. And I think that's obviously the best way.
That's beautiful, ideal.
It's ideal,
but the reality of it,
it's not real. And I think these people like Vladimir Putin and President Xi Jinping, they only know war. They understand it.
To be fair, they don't have the experiences of Putin is another story, but Xi Jinping doesn't have the experience of direct war.
You could tell he's soft, but he's not.
But politics-wise,
they're hard.
They've been fighting their whole life. Everything they've done's been a war, right? They've had to fight everything.
They're mastermind politicians.
They've had to. So when they have that, when all you ever had is a hammer, all you see is fucking nails. Okay? So they've been fighting in this political violence, dog fighting for years and years and years. Putin, I mean, wouldn't even call it a fight. He's been kicking people for years and years and years, right? But at the end of the day, that's all they know. So now that they're on top, what are they gonna do? It's time to spread. It's time to fight someone else now, right?
I think I agree with my professor. My professor, not the one I call hippie, Dr. Stacker. I mean, we probably view stuff very differently, but I respect the hell out of him. Good man. But my other professor, though, I think he says that we're probably going to see a tripolar system of the U.S., Russia, and China.
Of course.
But who will probably be at the bottom of that? I don't know. Russia. I think it'll be dancing between Russia and the U.S.
Of course.
China, I think, will eventually get the top because just economically.
Here's the thing. I don't like to hear that talk because this is the reason. China is on the verge of imploding economically.
Well, yes, because Evergreen.
Of course.
I hope it happens. I hope it happens. I know it'll affect the world, but my God, I hope it happens. I hope that people fucking get so pissed they raid the cap. I hope they have their own January 6th.
I hope so, too.
But I hope it's successful for them. Unlike us, which is, thank God, not successful. Thank the Lord.
What do you mean? What was even the fucking... Look. January 6th...
Thank God the worst didn't happen.
Yeah, obviously. But look at January 6th. What the fuck was the big issue with that, honestly? Was it stupid? Yeah.
Yeah, it was stupid.
It's stupid as fuck. These people are fucking morons. Are these people fucking horrible terrorists? What did they go do? They went into the fucking Capitol. I think one guy stole a fucking lectern. That was the one piece of fucking damage, really. Right?
There's more. I think there's more stuff stolen. Little things, though.
But it's not like we went in and robbed the fucking place. Not we, but you know what I mean. I don't agree with those people, but I'm saying it's not like they went in and fucking robbed the place.
In my opinion, it's not the American way to handle things.
Oh, I agree with you.
It's not the way.
But you know what else is the American way? Demonizing people. Demonizing sides. You know, doing that kind of thing. That's only become the American way in the past 50 years, 60 years. Right? It's bullshit.
Yeah, I think ultimately war is going to... Sanctions won't do anything.
No, it doesn't stop shit.
I think we'll see probably a true hybrid war happen right here. The economic sphere would be a factor, but I think we'll see the true first big hybrid war of both, hard power of soldiers and military and cyber warfare on a next level we've never seen.
And I think cyber warfare, most important sphere of cyber warfare is economic.
Yeah.
It's basically you're able to literally attack each other's bank accounts.
I think that'll happen.
Attack each other's resources, attack each other's infrastructure.
It's gonna be bad. I don't know. I think
You want to hear something, guys? Switch to fucking Linux. If you got the know-how, switch to Linux. Seriously, I'm doing it.
I don't know what the answer is, winners.
Wow.
I think just
look. We've talked about this before. There is no answer that we get out of this. There's no clear-cut answer.
What do you think? What do you think the answer is? Or you're just saying?
I mean, the answer to what, right? The answer to how we get out of it, right? The answer to how we survive through it, or the answer to how we solve the problem, right? Because I don't know how to solve the problem. I barely know how to get out of it, right? I mean, like, come on, man. It's a tough situation.
If I had more political knowledge, I would gladly right now. If I could literally sign up to get the job, I would talk to Vladimir Putin. I'll just see what the fuck could happen. I think I could trust myself more than Joe Biden would.
God, you could trust me more than Joe Biden.
I could trust a lot of people over Joe Biden.
I mean, like Mark. You know, I'm kind of crazy, right? I'm kind of out there, right? But I wouldn't let us fucking go down. I wouldn't let us get into a crazy fight either that we couldn't fucking get ourselves out of, right? And that seems like the only options, right? I mean, what other options are there?
You think if a conflict breaks out, you think the U.S. homeland will be affected or not really?
We'll be affected. I don't know if we'll be
economically, yes.
And I think through cyber infrastructure will be taken down. There will be
probably water be shut off some areas.
Not only that, but not even just water shutting off. Like there may be mixed with like serious espionage.
Pipelines
right?
might get shut off.
So they might poison the water, right, and deactivate the filtering systems, right?
It could.
And that's not even hard to do, right? A hacker group could do that, right?
Remember that pipeline shut off last year?
Yeah.
That whole big thing. They're holding the pipeline ransom.
Do you know what that was for?
I think Russia was involved to some limit.
And no, it was to prove a fucking point.
Oh, like that? Yeah, we're vulnerable.
We're more than vulnerable.
Was that what they wanted?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, they wanted a payday, but
they wanted an X amount of Bitcoin.
Yeah, they wanted a payday, but also that we're vulnerable, right? I think that's a very good show of, oh, hey, we need to get our fucking act together, right?
You're gonna have people at least do it. I guess I don't like to say it, but at least it's better that someone domestically is doing it and at least trying to prove a point for the betterment of the country. But
at least
is it the way? Is it the way? No.
But look, it would be so easy to kill an entire population, right? Using cyber warfare plus slight amounts of espionage, right? You just need to get into the job at a water treatment plant and bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go, right? Social engineering is so easy, right? We're vulnerable on so many fronts. I don't see any actual military hard power attacks on the U.S. So. No,
I don't see no missiles. I don't see no troops
unless we get hit with large EMPs first.
Yeah, I don't think Putin. I don't think he wants to go there.
Putin wouldn't. No,
China. I don't know.
China doesn't give a fuck.
They don't care.
Half their fucking country barely has power. Who gives a fuck? Fucking use them as a fucking human shield. We don't give a fuck. They really don't. All they care about is their fucking coast. They will literally kill off all those central Chinese farmers.
Do you think we're at you think the seams of the American hegemonic society is starting to come apart?
Starting? That's funny. I think it started back in the early 2000s to come apart.
Probably.
I think you could see the seams then.
Or the George W.H. Bush administration.
Yep, you could see the seams right then. I think it was starting to before that, but we couldn't see the seams yet. You could see the seams split right open back in the early 2000s, right? And now we're seeing it crumbling.
You think it's going to truly break open, or you think there's still a chance maybe the seamstress could fix some things?
Who the fuck is a skilled enough seamstress to put us back together? You tell me.
I don't know.
Hey man, I'll take whoever the fuck it is. I'll put him right in. I'll promote him to the fucking ends of the earth. If somebody can do it and can get into power, and not be a total dick, a douchebag, right? Like not make things worse. Go the fuck ahead. You know what? You have my blessing. But I don't think there's a person like that can do that and be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you gotta be a little bit rotten to win. I know Marky disagrees with me on that, but I think you gotta be rotten to win.
you might not have to be rotten, but you might have to know what rottenness is and have been maybe involved at some level.
Yeah, which will rot you out a little bit.
Rot you out, but I don't know.
You might be a good person overall, but somewhere deep down, you're still a little rotten. You made it. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, I look at the Bushes. I look at the Obamas. I look at the Clintons. I even look at the Reagans. Right.
I look at all the presidential.
I look at all the presidents, and you know what you realize? Most of them, especially in the past 50, 60 years, rotten.
Who do you think is the last true, like, decent president?
Decent. I don't fucking know, man. Every time I say one guy, he's got fucking something wrong with him. Now, there's okay to have problems, but like, damn. I mean, you might have to go back to the fucking 40s, my guy. Right? I mean, look at Nixon. That man, motherfucker, was rotten.
Rotten. They're all rotten.
He was just really dumb at it.
He was dumb. I don't know. Maybe like say just one of the OG presidents.
Fucking Jimmy Carter, like, rotten.
He's just useless. That's all I'll say. He's useless. We got Jimmy Carter 2.0 right now.
Disgusting. The guy. Okay. Whoever likes Biden out there, I don't even know if you exist. I honestly don't.
I like him as a person.
What?
Nice
Who? What? Motherfucker was involved in the KKK. His greatest mentor was a fucking KKK
like
member.
A nice guy, but yeah,
he started the war on drugs, which has negatively affected the African American community. He has gone out of his way to literally hurt African Americans with his policy. Right? The guy is fucking a douchebag. He sniffs little girls' hair. I don't like that guy as a person. I gotta be straight with you. The world would be better off without people like that.
Well, I don't say we do anything horrible to him.
I didn't say that either. I just said the world would be better off without him. I'm just saying.
I want what's best for Biden, and that's retiring, spend time with their grandkids. And
not too much time, though, because I know what you really want to do, Biden.
Don't touch American politics again.
Don't touch your children either. Sorry. That's fine. I'm sorry. That was a bit too far. I was a bit far. My apologies.
He ain't gonna touch. He ain't gonna touch Hunter. Hunter's gonna be somewhere off in Miami.
Why do you think Hunter does, dude?
Hunter's gonna be on a big cocaine binge in fucking Miami.
He doesn't just do cocaine. He does heroin and everything else. So my thing is, why do kids turn to? Why do young adults like that and adults end up turning to drugs so heavily? Trauma as children. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just saying that's psychology behind it.
Bo did die.
Yup.
I mean that had a profound effect on all of them.
Yup. Not just that though. I think there was more behind it.
Maybe.
Because even Bo wasn't all right.
I don't know. I don't know much about Bo.
He's a good guy though.
I feel bad for Biden on some level because his first wife died and then Bo died. It's like, damn, that's
bro. He probably killed his first wife.
I don't know about that. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Motherfucker, evil, bro.
He was twisted.
He is twisted.
Not evil, just twisted.
Oh yeah. I learned about roaches. I learned about. I learned about kids sitting on my lap, and I love little kids sitting on my lap.
Oh no!
That's a direct quote from Mr. Joe Biden. Don't take that out of context.
That's your president.
That's your president.
I don't know what happens in the end of the day winners.
End of the day, look, even we make it through this unscathed, another boot's gonna drop. I mean, there's no look. There's only one way out of this. Maybe two. One's a miracle, and the other one is like, honestly, the power structure gets broken up in a way that we don't all die. Right?
Yeah, I think the hegemon will be Russia, China, and us. And we will
that won't last. That won't last because people will lose it. I'm telling you. Humans. Have you noticed how these larger countries, these larger power structures, end up cracking at the seams throughout history?
Crack in the end last 75 years.
Because you can't maintain. That's why the whole idea of states and that kind of stuff, which we've totally overridden now, right? I mean, the federal government controls everything, but that's the whole reason, because these larger systems can't be sustainable. Groups of people will rise up and break it down, right? Now, will technology come so far that it's impossible for them to do that? Maybe. but you're gonna lose a lot of people.
I think at the end of the day, the U.S. needs to figure out itself, checking out itself, get back to a little bit to more of that right there,
Maybe.
and kind of just maybe pull back on their influence in the world. Pull back.
I think we should pull back, but focus it in a couple areas because we can't let them stomp India.
No.
We have to be teamed up with India. We have to keep our strength in Japan because we're literally Japan's the protector now. Japan literally said you can handle that if you're gonna be here.
That's kind of an unfortunate situation we got ourselves involved in.
Hey,
Understandable.
Man. It's understandable. Hey, you know what? Japan's a great country. We should be supporting them.
We're the guy everyone wants to be around, but we're making too many commitments.
Yup.
And we're trying to. It's a Saturday night. Everyone wants to hang out with America. We're the cool guy.
I don't even know we're the cool guy.
We're the guy.
We got caught with our pants down a couple times.
We're just the guy that
We're the big guy.
We're the big guy. Usually we're
America's the other big guy, but he's the guy. He sits in the fucking corner all by himself.
He's the. Think of America this. It's a party. America's the dude who's like heading the party.
Yeah.
Not the big cool, but he's the guy who kind of like keeps it tight. But but ultimately though, when he's not throwing the party, he has too many commitments.
Yeah.
And he's like, people. He's like, yeah, I'll hang out with you tonight, or I'll hang out with you too.
Or I'll help you do this. I'll help you that, and you can't help.
The other day, they're like, oh man, there's only one of me. I can't do all this.
He can't help himself barely. That's why he's failing out of college.
I think America just needs to focus on itself. Kind of take a little bit back that isolation ideology in some way.
Maybe, but I think it might be too late for that. It might be too late. We should have done that 15 years ago. It's too late.
I think we still still trade with people.
Yeah, you can't go full isolationist.
I mean, just a little pull back. Maybe get some military out of some countries.
Here's the thing.
Just refocus.
But here's the thing. If we do that, there's gonna be a huge power vacuum.
There will be.
And you know who's gonna fill it?
Either this one or that one, but probably more likely that one.
More likely that one, because Russia likes to sit in the corner by himself.
Russia always sit in the corner
with his fucking leather jacket, doing his Slavish squats, smoking a fucking cigarette, right?
But that guy in the corner,
he's a big guy. He'll kick your ass.
They wait for the right moment.
Of course, right?
I'm telling you, Russia.
China's over there. China's over there. China's all about saving face, right? They're the guy that wants to look perfect, but actually, at home, he fucks his dogs, right?
Not fucking, but eating their dogs. Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to do this on a human level, right? Eating a dog isn't that big of a deal, in my opinion. I wouldn't do it myself.
I'm not doing it. I love my dog.
I love my dog too. I would never eat my dog. He's a brilliant little guy, right? But China's going home and fucking their animals, right? Probably fucking their sheep. No, that's whales. Never mind. But you know what I mean. They're doing some nasty shit behind the barn,
Yeah. I think China, if shit keeps going the way it's going now, China's going to take over. Like, the U.S. will still be in the picture.
My thing is, will it take over?
It's got a lot of influence.
Yeah, but it's all very flimsy.
But it's, like I said, China also has to have the right cards come to place.
They need luck.
And they are relying on fuck ups by us,
of course,
the EU,
and we're fucking up hard. And EU been fucking up hard.
I think they're also hoping that Russia fucks up, but I don't.
Putin doesn't. Putin doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss. That's why you see him pressuring Ukraine, but you don't notice him pressuring any of the other states right now. Why? Because he knows Ukraine is a weak point. Yes. He knows he can take it without any consequences. He is a fucking.
Well, I'm not saying Latvia and still Lithuania. They're all weak.
Yeah, but
they're not weak as Ukraine. But they don't know.
They're not as diplomatically weak as Ukraine is. Yeah. Right. Ukraine is kind of weakening itself diplomatically.
I think if the system truly does collapse, I think Russia will eventually come out top.
Yeah, because they're the most
which I will say, I think it's better. Russia being on the top is better than China being on the top.
Because the U.S. and China, if things go really bad, will end up canceling each other out. And you know who's gonna win? The guy standing in the corner watching the chaos.
Yep.
Right. He doesn't give a fuck. Look, honestly, I see Russia as like an old, tough. Like, Russia looks like Vladimir Putin, right? If Russia was a person, it would be Vlad. Honestly.
Does Putin have kids?
What?
Does he have any kids?
I think so. I don't know though.
Does Putin have kids?
And if he did, maybe he doesn't even let other people know about it.
2 children.
At least 2. At least 2.
At least he has kids.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I think
Both female, Maria and Katarina.
I think I looked up his wife before. I think she's a.
Is she hot?
I don't know.
Hey, Vlad, you got a hot wife?
Oh, they got divorced.
Well, that explains a lot.
You know, it was a beautiful wife. Oh no, never mind.
I mean, maybe back in her heyday.
No.
Let's look back a couple. Very homely woman, honestly.
Well, look at Putin. He's not that sharp of a guy. Let's be real.
Yeah, he looking kind of gross back then. Why did he get hotter as he aged? Why did he get more attractive as he got older?
Seems like his face filled out more.
Yeah. Whoa.
Fascinating. That ain't her. Man, it is.
Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a? You know.
She hot as hell.
You know, Assad.
Assad, yeah. I know
Syria's leader.
Yeah. I know
he has a beautiful wife.
Really? Show me his wife.
She is a very pretty woman. She's English though, but she's.
Of course. Oh.
She's pretty.
Oh.
I think she's pretty. Naturally pretty. Some of these recent pictures are okay.
Oh. No, she's hot.
Look at Assad though. That's the thing. Like Assad, her. How the hell? How did that happen? How does that happen? Money and power.
My thing is,
I don't know.
Why the fuck did he take a English bitch? Isn't he supposed to be repping like his own country?
He went to school in England.
Never mind.
He's
so you got a little fetish for him. I see.
Yeah.
I see. She is hot. Hey.
Good looking woman.
Good looking woman. Good choice. 10 out of 10.
He's another one, but he ain't gonna matter. He'll be squandered in the long run. He's nothing.
I don't know if he's nothing, but yeah, he'll be squashed like everyone else.
He's something in his little own area right here. Sure. In the day, he's nothing. I would tell him that to his face. If I knew I was in a safe spot, I'd be like, hey, Assad, you're nothing.
You're nothing.
I would make a note. You know that Mr. Putin, you're his bitch.
Everyone's Putin's bitch. This lava lamp is Putin's bitch. It's got nothing to do with Putin, but Putin would make it his bitch. God, we get to these points and it's like, what the fuck, man? You know?
What do we do?
It's over. It's a wrap, honestly. Same with this podcast.
I'll say this. Somehow, this is a message. If any world leader hears this.
Yeah, which is unlikely as hell.
Unlikely, but you never know. You never know.
Never know. And
I want you to realize. I want you to realize this. You are fucking over tomorrow. I know you might not care, but you are fucking over the people who want just to live normally. I can't live. I'll never get to live normally. I just want to simply I want to simply in life be able to have a nice farm, maybe somewhere in Montana or here in Ohio where home is. Find a nice woman, raise some great kids.
It sounds kind of boring.
Have some influence. Maybe.
I want to
and
build
that's
a rocket.
But no, I have to, unfortunately, be too much into this type of shit, and I care too much. So you're
fucking over tomorrow.
You're ruining tomorrow. I hope you realize that, and you have the power to let tomorrow be a good day.
Yeah, but I got money today.
I got money today. I'm just saying. Oh, God. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Hey, have a good weekend or whatever day this comes out. Hey, have a great day. Have a great year.
Maybe by the time this episode 33 comes out, we'll have some really crazy shit to talk about.
Maybe by the time it comes out, Ukraine will already be flattened. Who fucking knows?
Oh, shit. Adios, everyone.
Adios, amigos.
The information or opinions expressed during the Just North of Hell podcast are solely those of the individuals involved. The primary purpose of this podcast is entertainment. As such, the Just North of Hell podcast is not responsible and does not verify any of the information contained in the podcast.